Hello everyone, in this video we'll see how we can use join in Power Automate. So let me create a flow for that. I'll create an instant flow. I'll say this has day 7 and I'm going to say use of join and we'll click on this create button. Right. So the first thing is that join accept a function, okay? And then usually we use it to append something, and at the end it's simply return a string. So I will show you practically. So what I will do, I will initially use compose, and I will go to compose here, and here I am going to go to expression, and inside my expression I will write join. Okay, as I said, join need an array. Here you see join need an array. So let me define an array. So to define an array, you simply need to write this, right? 2 square brackets. So let me put any random values to 9, let's say 5. Okay, and once you put here comma, okay, then here you need to define a separator. Okay, how do you want to separate these what do we call these numbers? So let's say I want to separate these numbers by putting a comma, or instead of comma, let me add something here. I will say asterisk, and let me click OK. Oh, it's just an invalid. Let me add something called dash here. It is giving error. So what I will do, I will initially define array here. So let's say my array is a comma b comma c. Excuse me, here it's not working. A b, and let me add one more element here, c. All right. Alright, so we have added ABC. Now I will use my join function. So I will use compose again. Let me go to expression. I'm going to use join. And if inside join we need an array, right? So how we are going to get array? We are going to get array from this. And then we are going to separate this array with this. And let me add. Okay, so this is ready. So now what I will do, I will save and I will test it. And you should see this is our array, right? Now what this join function will do, it is going to return us a single string ABC, but between them, between AB and BC, we'll have a dash and we'll get a JSON. So let me quickly test it and we'll see the output. Alright, so here you go. Here you see we are getting this particular output here. And now the second way would be to use the actual join. So what I will do, I'm going to delete these compose. Now I will simply add or simply search for join here, and I will go data operation, and now I will go to join, and here I need to provide an array. Okay, so let me say array as this, here we go. Okay, and inside join with, we simply need to pass like So let me pass at the rate here. So we'll get output like 5 at the rate, 7 at the rate 43 at the rate 7. So let me save this and let me quickly test, save and test. Go to turn, and here now when you see the output, you are getting output like 5 at the rate. So this is another way to use this join. So now let us try to understand a real life problem. Okay, so let's say you get a email address like at the rate contesto.com. You get again like QWE at the rate contesto.com. Okay, and again let's say you have one more value here, something like this, or let me IOP. So we see here these email addresses, and let's say you want to send an email to all of them at one go. So usually when you type an email, so you want to put a semicolon, right? You want to put a semicolon, something like this. So in order to do this, we can use this join function in real life. So what we'll assume, so let's say we get this email address from our legacy system. Okay, and now to define the array, I will need to simply put square brackets here, right? And let me say this here. Okay, and here you want to put a semicolon. So let me test this one. Right, so we'll need to, these are a string, right? So we need to put this one here. I'll try to save this now. Alright, let me test. So now if you can see the output, oh sorry, I put this, let me put semicolon now. So you see now we are getting this output, so we can simply copy and send an email at one go to multiple users. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video.